This is stupid. It's really dumb. My dad's FaceTiming me. Hi, Dad.
Just thought I'd check in, see how things are going. After all, I am your father.
That's it. I'm done. No Star Wars stuff. This is so stupid. Start the show. Nolan. We're back in New York this week. Yeah, we figured who needs a huge audience and a real studio and nice weather, am I right? We're back in our closet and it is wonderful. Also, we're airing early tonight at 7 p.m. So if you're watching right now and you don't know what's happening, hi, I'm Katie. And that confusion you're feeling probably won't go away, but you should stick around for the show. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. I have a fantasy basketball draft with comedian Chris Distefano. We explore the phenomenon that is horse Twitter. And we visit front office holiday parties across the NFL. But first, the holidays are officially upon us. Whether you're traveling back home to spend time with family and friends, cramming in some last-minute shopping at a packed mall, or heading to your 17th ugly sweater party, you're taking part in the most wonderful time of the year. But no matter how long we've been doing the whole holiday thing, it seems like many of us make a lot of the same mistakes every year. This year, let's not do that. Clearly, we're not going to learn from our own experiences, so let's learn from other people's, namely, people in sports. Stick with me, this makes sense. So it's technically the holidays in that Christmas music is constantly playing and you're spending all of your money. But before you can head out for vacation, you've still got a few more days of work to get through. How are you supposed to deal with your boss asking you to do just one last thing for me 15 more times? Easy. Do what J.J. Redick did after the Clippers game Monday night.
JJ, to be able to grind out a win like that, what's that say about your basketball team?
Great win for us. I just think we showed a lot of results.
I don't see how that possibly ends poorly for you. So, okay, work is over, but that doesn't mean obligations are. With all the social events surrounding the holidays, you've probably been invited to something you don't want to go to. And if you've already RSVP'd yes, then I'm sorry, you have to go. Do you think Ronda Rousey wanted to go to a military ball with a stranger after suffering the first loss of her career? No, but she signed up for it, and you signed up for your Aunt Karen's Yankee swap. So throw on that sweater she bought you last year and suck it up, because really, that's what the holidays are all about. Standing in rooms you don't want to stand in with people who feel equally unenthused while songs about happiness and joy play on a loop in the background. There's a reason eggnog only tastes good if there's a ton of booze in it. Speaking of Yankee swap, though, let's talk presents. DeMondre Moore and Cullen Jenkins from the Giants got into a fight in the locker room recently because Jenkins got a free pair of Beats by Dre headphones and Moore didn't. What's the learn here? Always bring extra gifts, because chances are you forgot someone and you don't want to make it awkward. You don't have to go all out. Just grab something chintzy and cheap, like, I don't know, Beats by Dre headphones. Also, make sure your presents are age appropriate. We get it, you got a promotion at work and you want to show everyone you can make it rain, but no one is impressed that you got Grandpa a tablet. And Grandpa is going to be like... Back in Grandpa's day, a tablet was the thing they wrote the commandments on. You know, like thou shalt not kill and thou shalt not steal and thou shalt not give someone some other kind of tablet when everyone knows they'd prefer an iPad. If you're back in the town you grew up in, chances are you might see some people from your past. You gotta prepare yourself for the fact that they may look really different now. Like, you may remember them like this, but when you run into them at Dunkin' Donuts Saturday morning, they look like this. And then later, you see them at the bar, and they're like, hey, dude, good to see you this morning at Dunkin' Donuts. So the takeaway here is maybe try and avoid people from your past. But that means you're going to be spending a lot of time with the family, which is fine, but it brings me to probably the most important lesson. At the end of the night, when the drinks have been flowing for hours and everyone's feeling a little loose, and your drunk uncle opens up his mouth to tell a joke, think of Roger Goodell.
I had a chance to sit next to the commissioner of football, Pete Rozelle, tonight. Also, and excuse me, Roger Goodell. I apologize. I had 6 concussions in the NFL, so.
Don't laugh too hard at your uncle's racist joke, or you end up looking kind of racist, too. Speaking of laughing really hard, isn't Garbage Time the best show? I'm glad we're in agreement there, because we work really hard on it. So hard, in fact, that when we had our office holiday party this week, we filmed it and turned it into a segment for television. No days off, guys. No days off. Office holiday parties are a great opportunity to get to know your coworkers, spread holiday cheer, and after a few drinks, let people know what you're really thinking. So, while we're here at the Garbage Time holiday party, we're going to explore some of the things overheard at NFL front office holiday parties. After his first drink, Russell Wilson said, "I don't usually drink, but okay." Drink number 2, "Thanks for inviting me to the work party. I don't have any other friends." Drink number 3, "Man, there are some pretty hot girls here. I'd love to not bang." You know, if I told you to get me beer, you like have to do it. Peyton Manning, drink number 1. "You guys want to get pizza? I hear Papa John's delivers." Drink number 2, "Papa John's pays me so much money." Drink number 3, "Papa John's tastes like dog food." I like your dress. Thanks. Give it to me. Dan Snyder, drink number 1. "Thanks for such a great year, everybody." Drink number 2, "I really think we're headed in the right direction." Drink number 3, "So then I said, Redskin is a term of honor and respect." So are you a Colts fan or Broncos? Yeah. Andy Reid, drink number 1, "Great season, guys." Drink number 2, "Just a warning, when I drink, I get really hungry." Drink number 3, "Siri, is Willy Wonka's chocolate factory real? How do I get to there?" This guy's got the right idea. Johnny Manziel, drink number 1, "All right, open bar." Drink number 2, "Okay, fine, one more." Drink number 3, "Hey, coach, if my coach asks, this party was weeks ago." Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph, bitch.
Why are you yelling?
Jerry Jones, drink number 1, "We're building a strong foundation with this team." Drink number 2, "I'm glad we were able to give Greg Hardy another chance in this league." Drink number 3, "Does anybody know when Aaron Hernandez gets out?" Thanks for coming to the Garbage Time holiday party. All these people are fired. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Fantasy football is finally coming to an end, and if you're like me and aren't in any of your stupid playoffs anymore, you have no choice but to turn to other fantasy sports. Earlier this season, Paul Scheer stopped by to draft fantasy football teams based on movie characters. So this week, I had our friend, comedian Chris Distefano, come by to draft our fantasy basketball teams. Check it out. So here's how it works. We're each going to draft a starting 5.
Okay.
And since you're the guest,
Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
Thank you. Okay, so the first person I'm going to draft wasn't on the list.
Wow.
It's Grandmama. Larry Johnson's old grandma character from the commercials in the 90s is the first person I'd like to have because she is actually an NBA basketball player in an older black woman's body, and I feel like she has the NBA gifts and then also the black older woman gifts, which means if like you do something bad, she'll hit you with her purse on the court.
Well, with my first pick, I am gonna take Kenny Tyler. The sixth from the movie The Sixth Man.
Okay.
You'll remember, was a ghost.
Yeah.
Died.
Right.
But still played.
Right, so he's impossible to defend.
Exactly. Like, you can't even see him.
Yeah.
I mean, he did some things that didn't get questioned in that film that were like, how does nobody realize that's clearly supernatural forces?
He's genuinely dead.
Yeah, he is. He's not coming back.
All right, so second pick then is you want the superstar to build a franchise around, but then you need someone to sell tickets. And for that, I'm going to go with Juwanna Man because to have a transgender athlete on your team in 2015, 2016 is a big deal. And I want Caitlyn Jenner at my games.
So your team, to recap right now, is Grandmama.
Yeah, I have 2 men dressed as women on my team.
For my number 2 pick, I'm gonna go with Scott Howard, but like the Wolf version.
The Wolf, okay.
From Teen Wolf.
The Wolf, okay.
Because who would draft Scott Howard? He was very bad at basketball. Teen Wolf.
Right.
Slayed. And I like a hairy, aggressive man.
Right, you like Italian men.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna draft the Wolf.
That's a good pick. Third pick I think you need is you got your superstar, you got your ticket seller, you need the big man.
Yeah, you need
at this
a
point.
big man.
So the big man that I chose was from the movie Along Came Polly. I don't know what his name is.
Sandy Lyle.
No, not Sandy Lyle. When they're playing against Sandy Lyle, the guy with the sweat tits, who Ben Stiller rubs his face. You know, when you're going to the rim, you're gonna say, look, you're gonna get my armpit and my sweat nipples in your face, so wear a mouth guard.
Pits and tips.
Pits and tips.
Pits and tits in your face.
Yeah, so that's my third pick is sweat nipple guy from Along Came Polly.
So I need someone who's gonna sell tickets.
Yes.
I'm obviously gonna go Jackie Moon.
Okay, makes sense.
Crushes at promotion.
Right.
And if he does that one with the live bear, I think my live wolf can handle it.
Yes.
And that will be an epic fight between animals, and who doesn't want to see that? So yeah, I think Jackie Moon's a great pick and logical.
I like that pick. This one is sentimental to me because watched the show a lot when I was a kid. Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. I think that he is, you know, I would love to have him and AC Slater, but
don't I know it?
Yeah, I would love, in the bedroom.
There's something I've never thought about 100,000 times.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he's one of those guys. Like I don't know a better looking man that existed on television in the 90s, and I'd love to have him on my team.
Okay, so for my 4th pick, I'm going to go with Denzel, Jake Shuttlesworth.
Nice.
From He Got Game.
Nice.
Because Denzel is everything.
Right.
And also, he very talented at basketball, great at teaching. I mean, there was the whole jail thing, but like, whatever. Yeah. And also, you know, Jake Shuttlesworth is Jesus' dad, therefore God, and God is on my team.
Perfect. My 5th pick, and this may hurt you, is I'm picking Jesus Shuttlesworth to have some friendly competition.
That's fine.
Between the 2 squads.
So, okay, I've got my 5th pick. I got to take Air Bud with my 5th pick.
Nice.
You know, I like a 7-sport athlete.
Yeah, plays a lot of sports.
He's really talented and works well with wolves.
Yeah.
Dances with wolves.
Yeah.
Eats dinner with wolves.
All that stuff.
All of those. What's your team again?
My team is Grandmama, Jesus Shuttlesworth, Joanna Man, Sweat Tits Guy, and Zach Morris.
I've got Kenny Tyler, the ghost,
right.
The wolf from Teen Wolf, Jackie Moon, Jake God Shuttlesworth, and Air Bud.
Peter loves your team.
Thank you for drafting with me.
Thank you for drafting. Yeah, I mean, thank you for having me draft with you. I'm nice. Thank you.
Well said, Chris. Coming up, I add and drop things from my life, including horse Twitter, which is apparently a thing, and this guy who may or may not be a thing. I don't know. Stick around, and we will find out together.
Dude, where is your shirt, man?
It's a great day for a run, so too wet to wear a shirt, you know?
Thursday night football. The stupid Bucks play the dumb Rams. But I know what you're thinking. Who even cares about Thursday night football anymore? This week we have Saturday night football. All right, bring him out. Let's hear the Saturday night promo guy. It's Saturday night football. The New York Jets face the Dallas Cowboys, featuring Matt Castle, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Kate McKinnon, Chris Ivory, and musical guest The Weeknd. So I do a whole season of promos, and you bring in that guy for Saturday night. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Bucks, Rams, Jameis versus whoever the Rams quarterback is. Thanks a lot, you jerks.
That was amazing. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. It's time for Ad Drop. One good thing, I don't have to worry about adding or dropping CJ Anderson anymore. Yay! First up, I'm going to add Colts head coach Chuck Pagano. On Monday, Pagano told reporters about potentially being fired, quote, "They can't eat you. They can fire you, but they can't eat you." Which is just solid logic. Unless you're sending all fired coaches to an island where there's no food and then they have to eat each other. But even then, I think they'd start with Rob Ryan. And I'm going to drop horse Twitter. That's right, the segment of Twitter that supports horses, because they were outraged this week, firing off tweets like this one from the editor of Horse Racing Nation. Very disappointed to see Sports Illustrated editors ignored the fans' vote and chose Serena Williams over American Pharaoh. Article coming. It's a great cliffhanger. What is it that he's mad about? American Pharaoh won the fan vote for SI's Sports Person of the Year award, and then Serena Williams won the actual award because, you know, she's a actual person. Hey, horse Twitter, why the long face? Next up, I'm gonna add Ethan, the shirtless jogger guy running around Chicago.
Dude, where is your shirt, man?
It's a great day for a run, so too wet to wear a shirt, you know? I love running in the rain, and I'm also single.
You? Single? No. And in other weather-related news, I'm going to drop the San Diego Padres because they're converting the right field bleachers of Petco Park into a, quote, beach-themed group space for the 2016 season. And in order to do this, the Padres will have to move the sandbox that is next to the outfield fence. That's right, they are moving a sandbox to make room for a beach because baseball. Finally, I'm going to add Army's t-shirt tank because look at this. Army may have lost to Navy last weekend, but we all won because there is a tank that launches t-shirts into the crowd. That seems like a perfectly good use of military funding to me. And I'm going to drop, and this is long overdue, the NFL's Color Rush jerseys, because this week it has gone too far. The Buccaneers and Rams will be wearing these tomorrow night. Looks like a fight between ketchup and mustard. You guys really found a way to make Thursday Night Football unwatchable. Just kidding, it's a game between the Bucs and the Rams. That's it, guys. That's it for Ad Drop. Still to come, I talked to Randy Moss, and we crown our Garbage Time Hero of the Week, so stick around. Garbage Time, guys. If you don't know already, we have a podcast. A lot of you have been downloading and subscribing to it on iTunes, and we were first in the sports podcast category at one point last week. You may have missed it if you blinked, but it was awesome. Thank you guys so much. So keep downloading and telling everyone you know to subscribe, because that's really exciting for us. This week, I was very excited to talk with my teammate, Randy Moss. Yeah, that's right. He works at Fox, so I can technically call him my teammate. We talked about what Bill Belichick was like behind the scenes and how Tom Brady runs and other non-Patriots stuff, too, I think. I touched on a couple of other topics. The full podcast will be up tomorrow, but here is a quick preview.
My prediction is the New England Patriots to win it, just for the fact, and I'm not being biased, and I'm not, Katie, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not saying it because you're on this, we're on this FaceTime. I'm saying it just for the fact because I went and seen the team this summer. I talked to the team this summer, and just being able to see their focus and things like that. Did you see Tom run for that first down the other night?
I did.
Did you hold on to your hat?
I always am holding on to my hat when Tom runs.
So like I said, man, to me, knowing that you don't really get to see that often, man, I'm over there. Boy, you better run because they coming. So I like having fun with it. So like when my wife hears me and stuff, she's like, "Boy, what's going on? Tom's running." So just being able to have fun with it, man. Just checking it out, man. So like I say, I love football. I love being around football. And like I said, man, I've been able to say that I was a part of the Patriots, team, that organization. I mean, there's 32 teams out there, but when you look at the New England Patriots and what they stand for and the things that they've been able to accomplish, you know that they're one of the elite teams, if not the number one team in the National Football League.
Randy! Thanks, Randy! Running out of time on the show, and we still need to crown our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's this guy.
Stepdad goals. think that's the hardest part right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got this.
It was just like me at my family Christmas party, except for the part where he does yoga. Okay, guys, that's all the time we have for the show this week. Thank you so much to Chris Distefano for stopping by and Randy Moss for figuring out how to video chat just so we could do our little show. We will see you next Wednesday for a special holiday episode. Have a great week. Here's more garbage. I was in kickline in high school. Don't tell anybody that. Bill Belichick drink number 1. Onto the cheese plate. Why don't you kick the camera? One more time, Kirk. You had one job. O'Toole. Thank you.